I think we're live. There we go. Everybody, good afternoon, morning, or evening, wherever you are on the planet. Hey, look, that just happened. We know what was going to happen with the Diamond League. Needless to say, we called this one. People kept saying, hey, you know, this thing or that thing can happen. We already knew what was going to happen. That's what we know what's going to happen on this channel. We know what's going to happen on this channel. It's nice to be surprised, though, but we know what's going to happen on this channel. Guys, let me know if you can hear me. I just got back my previous computer, so we should be going pretty good, but let me know if I'm buffering or anything is going on. So I think everything is good, but just let me know if you can hear me and everything is set. But while I'm waiting for you guys, to load up in here, let me get my intro in. You know, we always got to do that. Sometimes I actually forget, and I'm like, dang, this is my intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Head and Shoulders ATR, where we cover athletes, performances, and otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, I think easy logistics. I think you're not one of the Sha'Carri Richardson stands, so I can see it already. You're like, hey, she's not a 200 runner. Well, she isn't. That's why she wasn't really bragging. You notice in her press conference, she wasn't really bragging about this one. She knew what was gonna happen. She knew exactly what was gonna happen. Let me zoom in on this so you guys can see the screen a little bit better. Let me make sure you're seeing the same thing I am. Okay, yeah. So I can see it better. Looks like the pole vault final is still going on. Let's see. The 800 final hasn't gone off yet, or it's a little slight delay for whatever reason. But this stuff is in real time. If you go to the Diamond League page, it's actually pretty good. He said, thought you'd be taking a nap. Hey, you know what? I haven't gone to sleep. And yeah, you know what? I made a whole bunch of money yesterday with my investments and trading. And because I didn't go to sleep, I pulled some dummy moves. I was actually not even I lost a lot more than I made yesterday. Normally if I lose, it's just one, but I counted yesterday as today. So I lost yesterday's profits and I lost more. Needless to say, I lost 5 figures worth of money today. So I'm not a happy camper. Also, the Athletics and Chill is going to be delayed until Sunday. There's some things going on around here that I have to tend to. So I'm going to delay that till Sunday. So our normal Sunday, I think it's around either 9 a.m. Yeah, I think it's 9 a.m. on the track channel. We're going to do Athletics and Chill then. But I got to cover that. Plus, I got my behind handed to me and traded today. I was doing really well, too. I was like, man, I was feeling arrogant. I was feeling like Richardson, and then I got my butt handed to me. But anyway, let me get onto the to the topic today. Where we go? Wait a minute, that's not it. That's not it either. Pole vault final still going. That's funny. Pole vault can take so long. Where is it at? Where are the 100? Oh, before we get into that, look, I called this one. Michael Cherry is going to be one to look out for. Unless he gets hurt or anything like that, the man knows how to run the 400. Look at this brand spanking new. Congratulations, Mr. Cherry, to your brand spanking new PR, 4403. And I would say he made it look easy, but yeah. Like he was going through, looking at the time, leaning forward. He was trying to get everything he could. He didn't quite, he didn't have it in him to break 44 seconds, but he's right there. So this is actually pretty good for him. Makwala got third, Karani James in second. So fair. Chris Taylor did not do too well from Jamaica, but I mean, fair enough. He showed up. Why is this not going back? Okay, also, here's the controversy that's going to happen. Where's the women's 200? All right. Here's the controversy that's going to happen. So I'm doing a video. I'm coming up with a video about the DSD. It's called Androgen Insensitivity syndrome. So you guys could do your homework beforehand. Because people be saying all types of stuff. They say male testosterone. I'm like, is there such a thing as male testosterone? They say it's all types of things. It's just testosterone and estrogen. Now your body, because of the research I've done, and plus I've done this on athletes, researched them before in the mid 2010s already, but I had to refresh myself. So your body can sometimes treat with that. It will treat testosterone like estrogen, and then it'll convert it into estrogen. Sometimes it just doesn't even recognize it. What that means is that somebody is intersex, and that some sources say they are biologically male. Other ones are saying they are female. So I need to get a conclusive evidence first before I go out on any one of them. But the fact of the matter is they would be an intersexed person. Anybody with DSD, there's various levels to it. So they're not always the same. Because somebody said they're very similar to a biological male. It's already in the comment sections before the race was going on. And then after the race was going on, and I'm seeing the comments pop up on my old videos, everything they can find on Mboma and Masalingi. So I will be covering that, okay? Somebody said, Panache said, bruh, I warn people that if Ray says something he's sure of, know that the opposite is going to happen. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, you talking about, what's his name? Yeah. Well, I don't know. Y'all know how this channel is. You know how accurate we are. We ain't always right, but you know our accuracy rate is up through the charts. Because somebody went through an old video, was like, you were completely wrong on this. And I'm like, I listened to the audio. I didn't even respond to him. Because I'm like, this wasn't a prediction. This was, if the athlete runs like this, then they will do this. If they do this, not they will do it. That's a completely different thing. Though I do say a couple of things. But anyway, now, Mboma, we knew what was going to happen here. We knew Mboma had what it took to win. And people were just saying the races between ahser-smith, Jackson, and Mboma. And really, it was like Jackson and Mboma, and then Jackson might be tired. So really, it's like, well, Christine almost ran her PR. So, I mean, clearly, she's more well-rested, had more time off, hasn't been doing 100, collecting checks and everything. So that was kind of to be expected. I still would have liked to see what Shericka Jackson could do. Let me see. I didn't see her coming anything except first. Oh yeah, you must be talking about Mboma. Padash, that's a winning formula. Hey, you know what? Look, in the investing world, every time NBC, here goes something for you guys that trade crypto. Every time NBC says something and they tell you something about an investment in crypto, do the opposite, not financial advice, by the way. Do the opposite of what they say, and you will be correct over 80% of the time. They tell you to buy something, you sell. When they tell you to sell something, you buy. It's like, what the heck is going on? Or you do nothing, actually. If they tell you to sell something, then yeah, they were a little bit correct this year. But that's like the indicator. We call it the NBC indicator. The no Bitcoin indicator, because they don't hold Bitcoin. So, Mboma actually didn't, you know what? Mboma actually got out to a better start. Anybody else notice that? She was like in the race the entire time. It wasn't like, but that's also because Jackson doesn't have a rocket start. So maybe it just looked like that because Jackson doesn't have a good start. But Shericka can run that curve, right? Shericka can run that curve. Now, remember, I told you this was going to be like the headache for Shericka Jackson. People were not even taking that seriously. Brent, hey, what's up? You still out the country, right? But yeah, so people were not taking that seriously at all. And I'm telling some of y'all were like, no, Shericka Jackson's gonna have the ice on the rest of those women. I'm like, nah. We knew what was gonna happen. Now, I would have still liked to see Shericka Jackson win just because, hey, you want to see some of the best in the world do it. But I'm not upset with Mboma. Like I said, I'm going to come out with a video, either give it a couple of days, and I'm going to cover the DSD because World Athletics ain't doing a good job about it at all, right? They're not doing a good job at all, right? And then Dina ahser-smith. Okay, I'm a little bit disappointed that she did not break 22 seconds. And then I'm about to get to Richardson in a second. But I'm a little bit disappointed that Dina ahser-smith did not break 22 seconds. Shericka can hug that curve like a bike. Yeah. But yeah. So, wait a minute. Aquarium Designs 360 said Sha'Carri has never broken 22 seconds, and we have 3 people in the field that broke 22 seconds consistently. So why are people counting on her to win? Now she will start losing followers. I don't think she'll lose followers. It's people that make too many excuses for her. Oh shoot, one of my trades is going down again. I'm trying to trade right now. Got my butt handed to me. But so where was I at? Oh yeah. So Dina ahser-smith, I would have liked to see her because she hasn't been having the best season toward the end. She was on track and then it just fell out. So here's the photo finish right here. I'm glad that they post these up. And I've downloaded them because it's kind of hard to find some of the time where you can see how they lean at the line. And then Jackson was just like, yo, I finished second. I got outkicked at the end. So I'm just going to look at the clock. I'm doing what I need to do. Look to my left. And Masalingi was out of it the entire time. I'm like, dang, where is Masalingi? I was actually surprised Masalingi didn't finish in front of Richardson. But here we go, Richardson. So, you know, she was a little bit, they said, how can you say Shericka can't run the curve? She's a 400 runner. I didn't say she can't run the curve. I said her start. Didn't like how the commentator gave scant regard to my Jackson. Cheryl Gentle said. They said, it's official. Wait a minute, what's official? Okay, now, Richardson. She was being more humble on this. Where's my picture of her? I told you I switched back to my my old computer. So let me see if the setup is here. Let's see. I think I got Richardson somewhere in here. Nope, I don't think so. Oh, yes I do. I got this one. So Richardson, she was being a little more humble. Now she is talking about how she wants to break the world record. And I'm guessing she's referring to the 200, which is her weaker event, which is kind of weird. But I think she was just talking generally speaking. You know, Flojo got the record. I would love somebody to break it so that I can bring it back to the U.S. Oh, okay, cool. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. You would expect her to, you know, have some kind of confidence. I mean, as an athlete, I would hope that people have confidence, right? But I don't know. I don't think that she has what it takes to get based on what I'm seeing now, I don't see her having what it takes to get the 200 world record or bring it back. Now, she did say hopefully. She did say hopefully, just to be fair to her. But wait a minute, let me read these comments. Man, there's too many comments going by. I can't, man. It's more and more people joining these lives. It's harder to see these comments. They be rolling by too quickly. That's why the last time when somebody had super chatted, it was easier. But I'm trying to keep up with some of them. Ashanti said, Kevin said Sha'Carri is a bum, and I said it's official. Oh, well, me personally, I wouldn't say that. You know, I ain't gonna comment anything on that. I'll stay away from that. We didn't say some jokes or whatever about Richardson and everything based on her antics, but I'm gonna let y'all take care of that. If y'all calling her a bum, saying that she can't produce or anything like that, well, she did run. Let me take this off the screen. All right, now I am more convinced that 200 was legitimate because she only ran a 22:45. Now I would have actually expected her to run a little bit slower, but she also did shut down. So, oh my goodness, all this stuff going on in the background. So yeah, she also did shut down beforehand. So some of you guys are saying it was disappointing. 22:45 is disappointing. Oh yeah, they said I woke up a few minutes to the race that was already playing on my phone. I'm still confused as to how, but We thank God. What the heck? You woke up right before? That's funny. But yeah, so look, at the end of the day, she ran a 22:45. I know people would have liked to see her go faster, especially her stands. Where they at? Where are the Sha'Carri Richardson lovers here? Are you in the chat right now? We got 383 people plus. So smash the like button while you're here. But I want to see something. Let me do a mic check real quick. Let's do a show of hands. If you are a Sha'Carri Richardson fan, let me know in the comment section. If you're a stan, let me know in the comment section too. Those are two different things. You could be a fan of somebody and not stand for them just randomly. But if you can't see her do no wrong, as I saw somebody else earlier say, I can't believe these grown men are talking about her, and then she could say whatever she wants in the way in which she wants. And then I'm like, wait a minute, can't we have the same grace? Isn't that kind of contradictory? She could say it in however she wants, so I could say the same thing. And isn't 21 years old a grown woman? She shut down because she didn't have heart. Dang, that's crazy. You know what? Justin Gatlin actually said this thing too. Where is he at? Let me pull him up. So Justin Gatlin did say because he didn't see that race at Prefontaine live, right? So when they told him about it and he said that she looked like she shut down, he was like, man, you should have saw his the facial expression, right? It was just like, well, she should have ran her race. Like, no matter what, you need to run your race. Like, there is no such thing as shutting down, basically, is what he was saying. Oh, I don't got Justin Gatlin on here. They said she should stop making so many promises. But yeah, wait, has anybody, moderators, have you found somebody that is a Sha'Carri Richardson fan or a stan? If so, I want you to call in. Matter of fact, we could do part of the call-in show today, and you could talk about the favorite athletes and everything like that now. But I still will have Athletics and Chill on another day because today is not the day. I got to lick my wounds, and I actually got to attend to other things that have come up. They're good things, but I still got to attend to those things that have come up. So it's going to be on Sunday. They said, yes, they know nothing. Commentator left out Shericka and included Richardson. Great, Shericka, run your race. Leave the Namibians. If they are allowed to run, bring your A game on the day. Geraldine Wright said, oh yeah, you know what? I didn't see the English commentary. I only saw the Spanish commentary. Because, you know, hablo español a little bit. But anyway, I did not see the English commentary. So is that true? Or is that just they left out Shericka Jackson? Well, the whole thing has been leaving out Shericka Jackson. You notice that. Richardson was the headline. Let me go here. If I go to the Diamond League Brussels page, right? If I go to the Brussels page, the program, Richardson was used as the headline. Wait a minute. Why is it not showing the whole thing? Hold up. Let me load this up real quick. She was used as the headline. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed that, but if you go to their page, that's what it was. And so I was a little bit like, wait a minute. Why is she the head? Well, why is there no mention of Shericka Jackson like that? Now I can see that Richardson is a headliner because of name recognition and everything. But I was a little bit, I can't lie. I was a little bit taken back because she wasn't giving her due. So it kind of had me like, wait a minute, what? This picture of Rob Benjamin is appropriate, I think. Oh my goodness, now I lost it. Here we go. So yeah, I'm over here looking at the screen like this. Like, wait a minute. But here it is. Here's the headliner right here. Okay. Now you got Richardson featured on the page. Now I understand why she's featured on the page. Like, let's not get too reactionary on this one. And let's change it into English instead of Dutch. But I understand why she's on that page. They said, who brings a fresh vibe to the sport? Wait a minute. Wait. Somebody arguing. Wait a minute. Is that why are we still having the Sha'Carri show? Too many outstanding, respectable athletes to be on an irrelevant topic. Vanessa Stay Blessed said, hey, you know what? You may have a point there. I'm only sticking to this for the simple fact I'm pointing this out now, and then I'm moving on to the other events very shortly. So, look, she was a headliner on their page. So that means her star power, whether infamous or good or bad, is still there, you know? So that's what they put on the home page. I guess you can't really doubt that. Now, Safan Hassan, Duplantis, and everybody else, they're there as well as headliners. She looks like she's had a lot of plastic surgery or something. Let me go here. Where are we at? Where are we at? Results. Let's go to the program. Let's go back to the results. Oh, somebody said they love disrespecting Shericka. Now, let's go back to these other results. Now, we called, I told y'all about Michael Cherry. And he's one to look out for. So he did his thing in the men's 400. Let's go real quick here. Dang, the pole vault's still going on? Dang. I remember when I was coaching that. Sometimes we would be there before everybody and then leave after everybody. It's just crazy. The pole vault can take the entire meet. It is very not television friendly sometimes. Yeah. Let me see. Where is it at? What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for the men's 100 because we did talk about this. And this one played out very similar. Okay, Donovan Taylor. Mboma is a man. Hey, Donovan Taylor. That's what you said. Donovan Taylor said Mboma is a man. I would like you to post the link stating that as a fact. And if you cannot post the link, I would like you to email me. My email is HeadAndShouldersATR@yahoo.com. I will give you 2 minutes to do that. While you're doing that, if we have a moderator here, if you don't, Donovan, if you don't post that up with the whether you have the evidence or not, like factually, I'm just gonna have to time you out and block you. So there is some weight to what you're saying that could be potentially correct, but I need you, if you're making a claim, I want you to back it up. We want backed up claims only on this channel. If you want to just say random stuff with no claims, no evidence like that, then go to somebody else's channel. That's not this one. I really don't want you. And if you're subscribed, you can unsubscribe too if you don't like it. It's fine. But I just don't want those claims out there. So now I will do a preview of this. Like I said, depending on where the sources are, DSD is considered a biological male and other ones say biological female. But I want to look at the facts because they're just what they wrote. There's a difference between biologically and if somebody says it on a piece of paper, right? So that's the difference. But yeah, they said, what star power? It's all media hype. That's America for you. Kara said, interesting. Well, if people got attention, for example, I'll put it this way. I made a video the other day about Fred Kerley. Most of y'all didn't even click the video. I think I probably don't even got 400 views on it. I got about, what, almost 4,000 subscribers or something like that. Or wherever it is. It's around 3,000 or so. Just over 3,000. And yet, we got less views on that than, and Alice and Felix got even less than that. You guys aren't interested. But one thing that, Kara, one thing that, Donovan Taylor, you gotta, all right, now you just trolling. Do we got a mod here to take him out? Wait a minute, let me switch over the screen. Hold up, where you at? Oh dang, I'm extremely behind. Why am I just seeing those comments? Wait a minute, somebody tagged me earlier? Oh, Panache said, bro, your predictions are on point. Man, this was freaking 20 minutes ago. Why am I not seeing the updated comments? Hold on, guys. Hey, moderators, if you're here, can you get out Donovan Taylor? He over here trolling. Hold on. Because you messing up the quality of this stream right now. Block. All right. There you go. You can still comment apparently, but nobody else will see your comments now. I think that's what it is. Oh yeah, by the way, if you are here on the stream, definitely come and if you want to be unblocked, you're just gonna have to email me. You're gonna have to email me at there, and then yeah, we'll talk about how you get unblocked. But anyway, Where were we at? Oh, we were talking about Fred, Kerley, and everybody else. Now, this Richardson character is making herself a caricature. Oh, I was talking to Kara. So, Kara, before I get onto this, it's all about who has the eyeballs. Clearly, Fred, Kerley, and the interests of the subscribers to this channel are not interested in looking at a video dealing with Fred, Kerley. You're mainly interested in Jamaican women, sometimes the men, but mainly the women, particularly Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, Elaine Thompson-Herah, and Shericka Jackson. If it's anybody outside of them, maybe Brianna Williams will probably generate something. But if it's anything outside of them, you guys typically would not watch the videos. So if Sha'Carri Richardson gets eyeballs onto it, she has celebrity status. It doesn't matter the reason, if it's positive or negative. All that matters is that people talk about it. It's kind of like how Donald Trump got people to keep talking about him. Y'all kept arguing with him. People kept talking good about him. And then it was debates. All that mattered is his name was out there. And then he was able to win an election through that and other means. So, yeah. Roscoe said, these guys are so cruel. Instead of praising Christine Mboma, we'll see you hate African girls. What's wrong with these people? Chris said, aren't they something between male and female? So that would be an intersex. That's what that's called. That's why I said I'm going to have a video on that, because there is an argument to be made about whether male or female, but I'm going to release that full video pretty soon. But anyway, here's the men's 100. We got a little bit sidetracked there. The men's 100. So Fred, Kerley, we had you guys vote on it, and you guys were overwhelmingly, you were able to call this one right. Kerley winded up winning this one. Bromell, I'm actually pleasantly surprised he got second. I thought he would actually lose to Norman or Ferdinand. And that was what I thought. Ferdinand has not consistently been able to break 10 seconds yet. So this is why on the last video I said, wait a minute, can he reproduce that time? And he was not able to reproduce, at least going sub 10. That probably would have helped him. It was so close right here. Him reproducing sub 10 could have been the difference between him winning and him being in fourth, just like that. So him winning and even getting third. So, I mean, it was a good race. Times weren't spectacular, but in all honesty, it doesn't matter. It was almost no win. It was pretty much dead win, 0.1 tailwind. So, yeah. 9. Let me look at the finishing picture here. This is always important, especially for the athletes out there. Here we go. So now you see how they lean at the line, or the lack thereof. And I think looking at these, especially at the Diamond League, for you athletes out there or the coaches trying to help your athletes, you can see the difference in their techniques on how they lean. Look, Kerley's got his hands all the way out. Same thing with Bromell. And then you got Michael Norman. He's not in the same type of like urgency of a lean. And then Ferdinand, he's kind of got his head a little bit forward. I think that his chest isn't out. Now, Kerley, he's got his full out chest straight up forward. Like, he's got his chest maximized out. He over there flexing that. So I think that's a very efficient way to do that. Now, different people got different techniques. You will see Varholm go through the line and he'll do a windmill, or he'll put his arm forward, because there's a thought out there with coaches that they think that'll help them shave off a tenth or a hundredth of a second or something like that. Depends on the event that you're doing, but a hundredth or so of a second. So, but yeah, this is actually pretty good to look at these afterward. They said, I am so hyped. It was an amazing race. Ladies, hands down to y'all. Continue, ladies. That's what Kamisa said. Panache, why would you compare a male to female? Phelps was called a Superman. Mboma is called an abomination. Panache said, wait a minute. Hold on. Panache said, wait a minute. I'm reading this. I want to note that I just read a comment, okay? Because somebody else got confused before. When I was reading somebody's comment, I said their name, and then they were like, oh my goodness, he got in his feelings. So I just read a comment. I did not call Mboma an abomination. That was actually a comment I just read. Panache also said, please explain how the moderators work to remove comments. I've never understood that. It's a selection when you're a moderator, and you could click it, and it says timeout. You could press remove, and you can hide their comment from everybody else. So that other person might still be here if he's untimed out, but nobody can see his comments. That's how you get blocked. So on YouTube, you can't actually block people. I found they can still comment on your videos, just nobody else will see it. Nobody. I can't see them. Nobody else can. So it's plenty of people that's probably out there commenting, but we can't see them. So let's move on to the other event. Then we're gonna come back and round up back to the women's 100 again. Oh yeah, the 100 hurdles. Man, Amusan cannot catch a freaking break. She cannot catch a break. I'm like, man, and they got the same time, but you can see, I guess within thousandths of a second, the lean, and she's leaning super far forward. Now you see, this is the technique that I was talking about. It looks like Vicer is using that technique where you put your arm out, and that's where you could potentially go forward and get your chest out. But yeah, Amusan cannot catch a break. She can't get no wins, and I'm just actually a little bit disappointed. I thought she would do better. And then Tapper, I thought she would do better, but I mean, after winning the medal at the Olympics, she must be just, hey, look, she's showing up, collecting the check, making sure that she's going to have herself in the finals for the women's on September 9th. Everybody come back here on the 9th of September, because that's when the finals are. Y'all thought about the title I said, guns loaded. I think I got another title coming up for that one, because the track is going to be burning up, all right? For that women's 100, the women's 200, the 100 hurdles, both men or the women, and then 110 hurdles on the men's side. The 400s are going to be loaded. The freaking 400 hurdles, I don't think they're going to have the top athletes, but it's still going to be a loaded field. And the pole vault, but I mean, that's been loaded all the time. So this is going to be very interesting. And then Danielle Williams, unfortunately, after winning, got DQ'd. Yeah. Cindy Simber of Great Britain finishing 4th. And then Gabby Cunningham in 5th. So very interesting. Cunningham, after doing... Oh, no, wait a minute. She improved her place, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it's the same. This one is +1. I told y'all not to sleep on Norman. All he do is run sub 10. William said, not a stallion. Wait a minute. Americans and creating hype. Wait a minute, huh? Creating hype. Oh, y'all talking about the... Are you talking about me? Creating hype? Of course. We going to create hype for these events. They loaded. Of course. That's what we going to do. Wait a minute. Let's see. Is there something else that's... Oh, I did the 400 men already. Pole vault still going? What the heck is going on with that? Was there a rain delay that I didn't notice? I didn't get to watch the full meet. I only saw a few events. But that looks like final. Belgium versus the Netherlands. Very interesting. Oh, the 400 hurdles. Here we go. Dos Santos won this one. So that's expected. He's been on fire. And then McMaster in second. But Dos Santos controlled it. And then we have Jahil Hyde of Jamaica there. So this is going to be a pretty good final for the 400 hurdles once we get that at the Diamond League final. Very, very interesting. Not a stallion. She is a man-eater or a man-eater. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about... Wait a minute. I don't know who... They said, Amusan and Tapper, keep your chin up, ladies, and keep collecting those bags, Vanessa said. Congratulations to Christine and Mboma. This is what Sophia said. Shericka Jackson and Dina ahser-smith. Well done, beautiful black queens. Yep. Hold up. Let's go back. All right, we're about to circle back around here. Oh, yeah. By the way, let's look at the field, how we got it. Now we can see the standings here. Let me zoom out so I can get this a little bit easier. So we're about to see who's exactly in the final. Let me go to the, I think it's, I got to go to the home page, the Diamond League home page. And then we're going to see exactly who is in the final. If you're here, we only got 55 likes. Smash that like button and share with other people. We're about to go through the final. Remember, there's the finals in Zurich. That's going to be on September 9th, okay? September 9th. They always be catching inaction shots of people. They said, Brussels, 5 things to look out for. I don't know what they talking about, but now where is it? Menu, news, galleries, downloads. Here we go. Documents. 2021. It should be under documents. Brussels schedule. No. Start list. Wait a minute. This is Brussels, Paris, Eugene. Wait a minute. For the people that knew that the last time, they said Sha'Carri tired of being beat. Wait a minute. That's what William said. Wait a minute. D'Angelo said Sha'Carri B can't be tired. She ain't do nothing. I know, right? Hey, she hasn't done anything yet this year. She ran really fast in the beginning of the season and then burnt out. I mean, it is, in one hand, it's pretty embarrassing. You know what? Qualification standard. There it is. And on the one hand, it seems like, so September 1st, the qualification. Oh, they haven't updated it. Okay, this is from September 1st. Let me go back on this page. It says standing September 1st. So after this meet today, we're going to go through the qualification standings. We're going to do the ones that already finished, which are the, I think it's the 100 women. The 200 men is already set for the field. Here's your field right here for the final on the September 9th. We got Kenny Benerick, Aaron Brown, Andre DeGrasse, Fred Kerley, Vernon Norwood, Isaac McQualla, and Josephus Lyles. Funny, McQualla is running some 100s too. That's very good for him. 400 was running, so we still got those left because some of those were still running today. So we don't know the full standing unless their name is in black. So here's the 110 hurdle. Devin Allen, Andrew Pazzi, Ronald Levy, McLeod. I guess McLeod is qualified. This is going to be very interesting if he shows up and runs because he hasn't done a single event. Now, wouldn't this be interesting? Because his name is in black, so he's qualified for the final. Now, wouldn't it be interesting if Omar McLeod comes in that 110 hurdles final and wins? Or will y'all think he does what Sha'Carri B did and finish in last place if he shows up since he hasn't had any races? Then we got Daniel Roberts, obviously Parchment, and then Jason Joseph, and then Pascal. Those are your athletes in the 110 hurdles. All right, the 110 hurdles. Yeah, McLeod's name is on here, so he's got enough points, and his name is in black. So, interesting. They say I was hoping Jackson would win, but not. Okay, this is for, by the way, if you just are joining us, we're covering the people that are going to be in the meet on September 9th. Obviously, the race just went today. So, needless to say, Dina ahser-smith is going to be in there. Shericka Jackson got enough points to qualify. Obviously, Kambunji and Talu, they have, they're already in black. So, it's going to be very interesting. I don't think Thompson-Herah is in there. I don't know. We don't know because we got to see how the point score went. Masalingi finishing as far back as she did, I think she just beat out Elaine Thompson-Herah. I think she got 3 points in that one, which would put her at 9. And Thompson-Herah is at 8. So it really just depends because even, yeah, the Namibians, Masalingi is the only one that ran. Mboma got 8 points, but it'll be like a freaking, I don't know how many placed tie for 8, so it just depends. Now, of course, they probably will allow star power to overpower somebody. So I can't wait until they do the updated list. Let me see. They said, you Westerners, man. Wait a minute. What about Westerners? Wait a minute. Who's a hypocrite? Zosib Zhao or Zhao. What are you talking about, man? You said who's a hypocrite now? Now here the field for September 9th. Remember, the Diamond League final. They racing for 40,000 smackaroonies on that final, minus taxes, minus what they got to pay for the coach, minus all the other stuff. But yeah, they racing for $40,000 on the Diamond League final. But yeah, don't forget to come back on September 9th because they're going to be out there showing out. And I'm about to get back to that. But here's the 400 women. They're all highlighted in black. I don't know why Great Britain's not highlighted in black here for Jody Williams. But you got Sade Williams, Paulino, McPherson, Claver, Kazmarek, Hayes, and Jody Williams. There you go. That's who made it. Kate Graves, Natoya Gould in the 800. This is going to be very interesting because not many other people are highlighted here. So we're going to see Faith Kipyegon. She came back as a mother. Like I said, I highlighted her in the last video. Wait a minute. Wait. What the heck happened? Okay. Cool. I'm like, man, my screen just showed something that I did 20 minutes ago, and I thought you guys were seeing that, but it's just, I don't know what the heck happened. 5,100 hurdle women. So after today's results, we're about to see, but Cindy Simber and Megan Tapper are definitely in there. I'm sure that Vicer got in because of the win, so I think she ain't got nothing to worry about. Brittany Anderson, unfortunately, she's not in the final. Anderson is not in the final. She could not get enough points. All right, that is a little bit disappointing because due to what happened today in the 100 hurdles, Brittany Anderson of Jamaica. Wait. Am I thinking of the wrong person? Am I thinking of Williams? Hold on. Uh-oh. Names and faces are starting to get mixed up in my head. Am I freaking drunk or something? Who was running today? Let me check that. Let me check that again. Here's the program. Who was running today? Schedule, results. Come on. Women's 100 hurdles. Because I know someone from Jamaica got disqualified. And we already know what happened with that. But Danielle Williams. There we go. I'm thinking of the wrong person. That's what I thought. I thought it was Williams. But anyway, so Williams, oh, she might actually make it because of how the points were. It depends on who's in this field right now and if they can knock her out because, I mean, she got 13 points. But scoring 0 points, oh my goodness, there are people that can knock her out. But we'll see. I don't think she's going to get knocked out, to be honest. But we're going to have to see. They said, you know as well as I do, so stop playing dumb. All right, buddy, you're out of here. You're timed out and you're blocked. So you ain't got anything to say. Actually, better yet, hey, call in. Zhao Zhao, come in and call in. I'll give you 2 minutes to call in on here. Let me load up the Zoom real quick. Anybody that would like to call in, whether you want to talk about your favorite athletes, it's going to be on Zoom. You don't have to show your face. But definitely, if you want to talk about your favorite athletes and, oh, if you want to talk about what happened today, come in and join in. That's fine. Let me make sure everything should be set. I'm going to share you guys the link, the meeting link. Let's see. How do I do audio only? I guess we can't do that. Huh, I guess I could do a whiteboard. Yeah, that's a whiteboard. So, I'm going to invite you guys with this link. So, here you go. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's too long. So, yeah, Zalzab, you got to come in and call in on that one. Here's the link right here. Click that link and join in. Anybody else, you're open, but indicate whether you're him or not, because if I get you mixed up, I don't want to be like, yo, okay, I'm gonna let you explain yourself and everything as well. But definitely anybody that wants to talk about what their experiences were, they said, what the Zoom? What the Zoom? You funny. But yeah, you don't know what Zoom is? People do that all the time. Here we go. We got somebody in. We're not doing a video share today, so you don't have to show your video. Claudine, how's it going?
Hey.
How's it going? Let me make sure that everybody can hear you. Can you guys hear Claudine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you might want to mute me in the background so it's not an echo.
I think I just did, so I hope you're not hearing it anymore.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's fine. Yeah. So wait a minute.
Hey,
Let me make
checking
sure.
in from Jamaica.
Yeah, yeah. How's it going?
It's going well.
That's
I
good.
haven't
What?
been talking. I've been following your channel probably since a little bit before the Olympics. Like I like your style, really like your style.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on today's? I'm gonna do the athletics and chill one where we talk about the favorite
Hmm.
athletes. But if you want to, you could talk about your favorite athlete today. But because I was gonna have a raffle giveaway, and but it's moved to
Oh,
Sunday instead. But
oh
today,
no, but
yeah,
alright.
today just give me your thoughts on the events and everything of how you thought they played out, what you were looking forward to, and just all of that.
Alright, yeah, there were a couple of races I really was looking forward to. Of course, the 200 meters. Not because of the young lady from America who shall not be named, but I was really wanting to see if Mboma could come through and win, and she really did. I think Shericka's leg, to me, she could have been a little tired. I'm happy she dipped under 22 today after such a long season. Um, but she really couldn't hold out to keep Mboma from winning. That was a race I was looking forward to. But my surprise and my joy for the day was actually Natoya coming first in the 800 meters. I know she was very disappointed. She came eighth or ninth, eighth at the Olympics after looking very good coming through the round. So I'm very happy for
Mm-hmm.
her that she pulled out a win today. I'm very happy for her.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on a second. People are telling me to up your volume. Give me just a second. That means I gotta switch something here.
Yeah.
Where is it at? Huh? I'm surprised. It's coming out of my computer instead of just television. So,
I don't know.
it's still coming out of the out of that. Give me just a second. So,
They hear me better now. I turned up my volume.
no, it's something I got to do on it's something I got to do on my end. Actually, I'm gonna move my speaker closer or my mic closer to that. They said it's kind of low. Let's see.
Mm.
But yeah, this should be better, I think. But yeah.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, yeah. Can you hear? Now you're a lot louder on my end too.
Oh, okay. No, so let me just go back to what I was saying. I was really looking forward to the women's 200 meters
Uh oh.
because of I was really hoping that Shericka could have held on, but you know, it is what it is. I still think sub 22 this late in the season after so many races is pretty impressive for Shericka, but and Mboma, man, she's good.
Yeah.
She's really good. I'm excited about what they're gonna come with over the next couple of seasons. I don't know if she's going to be if she stays injury free, of course. I don't know if anybody will be able to defeat her except maybe Elaine.
Yeah. True. I think.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
and my other
Hold on.
favorite
Hold
race I
on.
was saying was.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
We got you super loud now. I think everybody.
Uh-huh.
I think. Hold on. I just found out how to switch you over, and let me turn that down
Ooh,
just a little bit because I think it just blasted some ears
awesome.
out. Can you guys hear her better now? They're gonna be like 20 seconds back, so you got to let them do that. But yeah, go ahead. You said if she stays injury free.
Yeah. And Bowman stays injury free. She's gonna be the challenge for Elaine in over the next couple of seasons. And by 2028, I don't know if anybody can take her down. She's looking very, 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 very good. And her form isn't that good, but her speed, her natural speed and her strength, I don't know, man. She's looking good. But kudos to Shericka, sub 22. This is what her fifth race, back to back to back.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's incredible. She's tired. She's tired, but she's still running fast. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, she was able to do sub 22 seconds after just doing races after race after race after race. And especially the last two 100s that she did, she kind of struggled. The one she said she had that cramp. And it looked like she said she almost wanted to stop or something. Because it looked like to me that she was going to trip. And then the very last 100 she did, she just she still ran about a similar time. So that was either evidence that she did just enough because she knew she wasn't about to win. So she's like, yo, I'm just going to run fast enough to beat everybody else. But, or she was just tired. And maybe she wasn't that tired as how it appeared. Because I would have thought she couldn't break 22 if she's that tired. But maybe it's a strength.
It's a Jamaican thing. We don't like to lose, so.
Oh yeah. You know what? I see that.
Even if you're tired, we're gonna go out there and give it our all, and then we get the ice bath or whatever after. But we're not going out there to quit, not at all.
Oh yeah.
Not at all. I saw somebody in the chat saying, why don't I call Sha'Carri's name? She didn't win. She didn't come second. She didn't come third. Until she proves herself to me, right now she's just a regular competitor. She hasn't demonstrated to me that she can really dominate in the future. She has the talent, I won't deny that, but I've seen it before. I saw it with English Gardner.
Oh yeah.
Saw it with a couple of other names that it just hasn't materialized. So until Sha'Carri does something for me to say she's the real deal, I'm not that impressed. Sorry.
Oh yeah. You know what? It's kind of like the thing. You don't need to call out those people that are not performing. If you can't perform, your name shouldn't get called out. Now, I did spend some time on her earlier for just the fact of like, okay, she was a headliner. She's the person that got brought in, and she's got fame because of those things. Now, if I'm in my regular life and it wasn't me having a YouTube channel or something, I'm not bringing her up at all. So that's why I can definitely understand what you're talking about. Because if you look at the rankings, like I think even she goes back and she says, well, you can't take it away from me that I'm the sixth fastest woman. Well, I recall Carmelita Jeter being the third or fourth or fastest before, and and she couldn't beat Shelly Ann Fraser Price at the Olympics. So I mean, she did get her at the World Championships that one time. But she could not get her at the Olympics. Yeah.
Exactly.
So.
Hey, I don't want to go there.
But yeah.
Sydney, love her. She's one of those athletes that we Jamaicans love and respect. And when she steps on the track, we cheer for her. I saw her video recently about mental health and the issues that she has with social media. Girl, get off social media if that's the case. Focus. You're a champion.
Yeah.
Don't listen to the people who aren't champions. Simple. We can talk. We're at home. We're watching TV. Don't listen to us. Just block us out. Focus and win. You got it.
Yeah, she definitely needs to do that. And when she was mentioning how her own people closest to her, and she kind of hinted at her family, it was. I'm like, you know what? I think a lot of us can relate to that. I know my own family. They'll hate on me all day until they need some money, and it'll just be like, all right. Now, not all of them, because I know one of my family members found this channel. So if you listen to one of my sisters, I'm like, look, I'm not talking about you. You don't hate on me. But some of the family members, they be hating before she come up and be like, wait a minute, what did you just say? Hey, look, some of the family members are like that. So I can definitely understand.
We have a saying in Jamaica. It goes, mature macan, no foul.
Oh, wait a minute. What does that mean?
It means mature macan, no foul. It means I said what I said. So if it applies to you, you ought to know why that applies to you. I'm just making a statement. If you're feeling offended, you ought to know why you feel offended. So.
Oh shoot!
Mature macan, no call no foul.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Say that again. May. Okay.
The English translation is I throw my corn. I did not call the chickens. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
However,
my cola corn.
I threw my corn, or I threw corn out for the chickens. I didn't call them.
Oh,
But in the
shoot.
English translation, word for word. But in Jamaican, we would say metro macan, me no
Macho.
call no fowl.
Macho Macan. I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm gonna have to practice that one because I'm like, you know what? That's the saying. It's like if the shoe fits, hey, you know what? But
Yes.
I love to try to figure out how to say that. I'm not about to embarrass myself right now though. I know because
That's
somebody
what I
asked me to
feel.
say some other things. They were like, hey, can you say this? I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna say blank. I'm like, I'll try it later. Yeah, I'll try it later. But yeah, thank you for calling in. I noticed there was D'Angelo or something. Hey D'Angelo, I had
Yeah.
muted you a couple of times because I didn't want you to just like over talk her. It's like one person at a time. But if you got any, I'll give you the last words about anything that you want to cover right now.
All right. The last thing I really want to say is I hope, I really hope we get the world record for the women this season. I don't really care if it's Elaine or Shelly. My soft spot is for Elaine, but whichever one gets it, that's great. But that record has got to go, and it's got to go to a Jamaican, so that's what I'm rooting for.
Oh, wait a minute. So, okay. Now, I actually got to ask you something. So, you said you have a soft spot for Elaine. Now, after that, where I was, or somewhere in there, if you haven't, what I said was the elephant in the room is that a lot of people don't necessarily, I don't know, like Elaine like that. They might respect her, but they don't like her. I haven't seen so much fanfare. And you saying you have a soft spot for her. So,
Thank
like,
you.
I see that you are an Elaine.
People love big personalities. People love extroverts. People love those people who are a product. And honestly, Elaine is none of that. And you know what? I like it. Elaine is here, but you'll note beside to say double Olympic champion, consecutive Olympics, and hopefully world record holder. Simple. Job is done.
Mm, nice. Well,
That's my first.
well, I thank you for calling in. I appreciate having you on and being a subscriber and everything and a supporter. So, nice talking with you. Don't forget on Sunday we're gonna have that call in broadcast that we're doing. It's gonna be on Zoom again because I think that works a little bit better, especially for if you are international instead of doing, I don't know, it may be a charge or something. So
Yeah.
Zoom is,
That's
I think, better for everybody.
awesome. Great talking to you.
Great talking with you.
Bye.
Peace. And everybody else, let me see. And everybody else, if you want to join in, let me send the invite link again. If anybody else would like to do that, I'll have you in the waiting room until. Oh, wait a minute. What the heck? I'll have you in the waiting room until it is your turn to go on. But I will have you muted just so it won't be overlapping. But that's the Zoom link right there. Uh-oh, what's going on? It's buffering. Are we buffering right now? They said, let me see, try to get the comments. That they said that was a violent fourth place finish. Woodism said, bad Woodism, you be going ham in your comments about Richardson. But let me see. They said, who the cap fits, let them wear it. Yeah. They said these Namibian girls must be reinstated to the 400 as well. What are they afraid for? Just two 18-year-old girls, Roscoe said. And then Vanessa Stay Blessed said, Shelly is just more of a people person. And after seeing how Bolt and Shelly interact with the sports and fans, I guess she falls short. They said, listen to Marley tune who the cat fit. Or says that. Oh, Lifestyle says. Another African woman with testy again. Ken Baba said, get them out of the sport. I'm guessing you're referring to Mboma and whatnot. Hey, Ken Baba, I would like you to call in since you were saying that. I'd like you to come into Zoom. Here's the link. I will give you 2-3 minutes or I'll have to bang you. I would like you to say that here. So, and I would like you to express yourself completely. So if anybody else would like to say something about Mboma or Masalingi, go ahead and give us your thoughts on those two Namibians. And we're here to hear it. Now, I don't want anybody else, if you disagree with them or what they're saying in the chat room, I don't want you to tear them apart. Hear them out first. Hear them out first. And yeah, we'd like to hear them first. And then they can do that. But let me take, we got her still on the screen. Let's take Elaine Thompson-Herah off the screen real quick. And then here's Shericka Jackson, as I call her, Action Jackson. Let me go back on this page because I got to do a highlight for Mboma, because that was our winner today. So, as we know, Christine Mboma won the women's 200 at this Diamond League. So she's got enough points, I think, to make it into the final. But if it comes down to a 4 or 5-way tie for 8, I think they're going to go with the people with the highest superstar presence first before anything else. So, and by the way, like I said, you do have about a minute or so left to call in, or I'm going to have to block you off the channel, Kim Baba. If you don't have Zoom, we got another way for you to call in as well, but just let me know. So I'm going to cover the women's 200 here. Let me find this picture of Mboma I have so I can put her up on the screen. They said, please move this window away from the share application. What? So here we go. Let's take the one from Tokyo. There we go. There is your winner of the 200 at the Diamond League today. Dazzle Mevic said, I'm at work listening. Hey, shout out to you at work listening to this stream right now. Thank you. I thank you supporting us. I hope it gets you through. It helps keep you entertained while you at work. But here's Mboma here in the background. Let me take this off the screen, the picture off the screen. So Mboma, still 18 years old, won the women's 200. So there's arguments made about gender and everything like that. Like I said, you know what? I will talk about some of that here. Let me see. So Kim Baba, you did not. Another African woman with tested. Get them out of the sport. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put you on timeout here, Kim Baba. You did not come in. So I'm going to time you out at first. And then if I see you comment that again, you're getting banned. But let me bring up what I was talking about earlier. So this is part of the resources that I will be bringing up. Let me just copy and paste this here on this screen. So this is what we're going to do in the media. I have a whole video about this. They said 328, 21 eights in 1 month on 3 continents. I know, doing a continental tour. So this is what a DSD athlete would be, right? So this is it's called Androgen insensitivity syndrome. All right. This is what I'm going to cover in a future video. So you guys stay tuned and subscribe to this channel if you do want to hear the facts about this, not the he say, she say stuff. I'm going to actually put information and factual information like always here. And then Mr. Max said, all DSD athletes don't run fast. I said, Dazzle Mevic said, I'm waiting for you to do a video on this topic in full. Yeah. So I'm going to give you guys a preview today. So here it is. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit for your viewing pleasure. Oh, nope, it's not going to work because that other side, this right here, whatever, I can't get rid of this thing here. But like I said, it's about being intersex technically, but there's obviously this would be, and I'm getting demonetized for this one, I already know, Intersex Society of North America. So I'm just going to refer to this further right now. We're going to take about 5 minutes. I'm not going to spend any more other than maybe talk about it. Now, if you have any disagreements with any of that stuff, instead of doing it in the comment section and trolling or whatever, you can go ahead and get yourself and talk it out instead of being behind the keyboard. But This is going to be referred to as ISNA. Okay, Intersex Society of North America, ISNA. ISNA. So androgen insensitivity syndrome, or ISA, is a genetic condition inherited except for occasional spontaneous mutations. All right, so it can be a spontaneous mutation. This is what I tell people all the time, that you may not have something, but for whatever reason you can mutate into that. Now that might be rare, but yeah, occurring in approximately 1 in 20,000 individuals. When I do this topic in full, Jamal White says, I realize Mboma has no breasts. Okay. There are plenty of the... all right. Zach said, question here. What determines if a person is male or female? Yeah, Zach, I need you to call in on this one. So go join us in Zoom. I'm gonna have to ban you because you said Mboma is a man. Now I would like you to actually back that one up. So yeah. Now I'm not saying if you're right or wrong on this one, but I am going to say that you need to call in on this. So I'm gonna give you the link real quick to the Zoom. All right. Let me see here. Here's the link to the Zoom. So, Jamal, I need you to call in. You have 3 minutes for that one. And in the meantime, let me do this now. And I want you to call in, and I want you to present your proof or talk it out. All right? Not Jamal. Yeah, Jamal and Zach. I need both of y'all. They said, yeah, she a dang man for real. Hey, I need both of y'all to call in. All right? So, as I'm covering here, in addition, oh my goodness, I just got distracted. In an individual with complete AIS, all right? That's androgen insensitivity syndrome. The body cells are unable to respond to androgen, or quote unquote male hormones, which is not the correct term. This is what people throw out, so they already took this out. Male hormones is an unfortunate term since these hormones are ordinarily present and active in both males and females. Here we go, some facts right here. Jamal, I'm going to tell you one more time. You're calling in or I'm banning you. You don't come down here in the comment section and trolling people. So here is the link one more time and you're out. You can disagree on the call, and I'm going to let you speak out what you're saying, but you don't need to go into the comment section and cause disorder. That's fine. It doesn't matter if you guys disagree, but if you do, I want you to call in and do that. They said, Lydia said, pure racism here. They said, what elite female sprinter has large breasts, Mr. Max said. Yeah, exactly. I mean, what are y'all looking at? So, me throw me corn, but me never call new foul. Hey, I think I said it right now. What's the meeting ID? A White said. Oh, you're here. Is that right? Is that you? A White. There is no meeting ID for this one. I didn't have that. Hold on just a second before you get started. The passcode is here. I'm going to copy that. Is 110437. For some reason, some people 0437. There it is. I just put that there. That's the meeting ID. Hello. I think this is
Yes, hi.
Oh yeah, Miss Wright. How are you doing? Could you state your name and where you're calling from?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Yes. My name is Alone White.
Oh, okay. So that you were the one that was calling in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's on your mind?
Yeah, I'm the one, Alone White. So yes, I just thought that what's her name? Oh my goodness. I'm having a brain freeze. She's very fast. The one who won. What's her name?
Mboma?
Mobo? I can't remember her name.
Yeah, Mboma, yes, thank you. Yes, I thought that she's very, very fast. I love the way that she finishes her race. And with Richardson, I just thought that, I hope that this really humbles her and it will change her attitude.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get Jamal out there. Now you cursing in the chat? All right, we're good. Hold on. So he can still comment, but you're blocked now. So your comments will be seen by nobody, and you're out. He said, "I'm not going nowhere." What a baby. I don't care if you call in and disagree. That's fine, but you're not about to go in the chat like that. But go ahead, Miss White.
Yeah, so I also wanted to address someone in the comment. They were saying that Elaine doesn't have a chance. I mean, Elaine ran a 10.5. She does have a chance, you know. I just feel like they're just really hating on her by saying she doesn't have a chance.
Oh yeah. So have a chance at. Wait a minute. What do you mean? Have a chance at winning the 200, or what do you mean?
Yeah, someone was saying that for the foreseen future, Elaine doesn't have a chance because of these ladies now.
Oh, you mean the last caller? Yeah. Well, she
No,
would.
in the comments on
Oh no,
YouTube.
she. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She didn't say that Elaine didn't have a chance, but she did say that Mboma will be tough to beat coming up, especially probably coming into Paris and
No,
everything.
not the last
Yeah.
caller. Not No, I'm not talking about the last caller. Someone in your YouTube chat was saying that Elaine doesn't have a chance in the future, which is not true.
Oh yeah, yeah. She definitely does
Are you
have a
hearing me,
chance.
Bob?
Yeah, she definitely does have a chance.
Yeah,
So,
she ran.
and when you're talking about a chance, are
Yeah,
you saying like in the 100 particularly? Because you know they're weaker in the 100. Or are you just really meaning like yo in general? Like you're just a little bit upset that they were
in
talking about in
general.
general. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just upset that you're saying that Elaine doesn't have the chance. I just feel like they're really hating on her by saying that because she ran a 10.5.
Yeah.
Who
And
has ran a 10.5?
true. Do you have a
You
particular
know,
issue
yeah.
with the ladies from Namibia though? Because yeah, some of the people even in the comment section, I did
What from
find it a
Namibia?
little bit strange you didn't know her name,
Yeah,
and then you said Mobo. So like, I think
yeah.
everybody
I
and their
know her.
mother at this
I
point
just
knows
can't
her name.
remember her name.
Okay.
I just can't remember her name. I just met her during the Olympics, and I thought she was really fast.
Oh, okay.
And I just brain freeze. Yes. But yeah, I thought she was very fast from the Olympics. She just ran up at the end, like she was at fourth place and she just ran up real quick, and to see her perform again, she has a lot of potential and she's only 18. So there's a lot of potential for her in the future.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. And talk about setting those records. Remember, Richardson held the records for the U20, and now you got Mboma and then Masalingi right behind her. They're running very quick times, and they don't really get talked about. If they do get talked about, it's because they're DSD athletes or the androgen insensitivity that was discovered after the fact. And I was about to go into a little bit of detail there, but I wanted to just highlight a little bit right now so that people could understand. Because on some sources, they would call somebody like that a male that presents as female, and then the other ones are saying female. So what I want to do is, whatever the fact is, we're going to get to the bottom of it. So if at the end of the day, they are biological males that have a stunted uh, growth in whatever way, how they respond to testosterone, that basically makes them not neutered, but for lack of a better term, would be you can't access your testosterone. So, in all intents and purposes, you wouldn't be able to function as a male. If that's the case, then we're going to talk about it. It's going to be a hard topic to talk about, and I do that on this channel with other topics all the time. So I don't shy away from anything. If that turns out to be the case in my research, I'm going to present it here, and then you guys take it as you will.
Yes, I also want to say thank you so much. I really enjoy watching your videos. You're my favorite commenter.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I try to be entertaining and everything. So sometimes, it's a little bit over exaggeration, over the top. But look, it's either that or we just boring. And I read a script all day and say, hello, today we got this. So.
No, you're doing a great job, because I try to listen to other people, but I always end up coming right back to you. So, yes.
Oh, thank you.
Very well.
Thank you, and be sure to come out on Sunday. We got our raffle giveaway. We're giving away. I mean, it may not be big like some people, but it's $100. I'm doing 2 raffles. So it's the one where people's name was already on the list, and then other one where people call in, whether you agree or disagree. Like somebody could come in and try to have an argument. They will be eligible for that raffle. So you guys out there that hate on the channel, you can call in and potentially win $100. And we're gonna do it live on the stream, and I'll be giving it out in crypto, because that's something that can be done internationally, and I can do it live. And if you guys don't know how to set up a wallet, I can tell you how to do it, and then I'll send it somewhere, and then whoever wins it, they win it. So I look forward to you if you're coming out on Sunday, 9 a.m. Central USA time.
Okay.
All right, catch you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Catch you later.
Have a blessed day.
You too. Let me see. That is Terrence Edwards. You are now you have to call in. Terrence Edwards. Man, we banning a lot of people today. We are banning a lot of people. I think that's already 3 people. I'm hitting a record. I'm surprised we didn't ban people when Richardson came in. Mayhall said, I'm an idiot. How about this? The idiot just banned you. All right. I love being an idiot. Actually, I do say that I'm let's see. So you're banned so nobody can see your comments. It's probably the same troll accounts. But look, I say it like this. I'm only smart in some spots. They said, wasn't this the same issue with Blessing of Nigeria, or am I wrong? You know what? I wonder if they did say that. That's crazy. That is crazy. This caller clearly, wait a minute. Vanessa said this caller clearly doesn't have a clue about the sport. Just listen to her commentary. What are you talking about? In what way? I think she does. I mean, everybody has. Oh, let me take Lane Thompson-Herah this picture off the screen really quick. But I think if you think about it, look, everybody has a different viewpoint on the sport. We're not always going to see the sport eye to eye the same way. So some people are more analytical. I'm the more analytical guy. And then other people like to enjoy it for the fun of it. They said, what happened? People over here saying dumb things. That's what happened. They over here calling people men and everything. Hey, look, like the video, or you could dislike it if you're hating. It doesn't matter. But wait a minute. Who we got supposed to call in now? Oh, Zach, you said that you are at work. Hold on, Steve. Hold on. Somebody was supposed to call in. I lost the comment. Terrence Edwards. Zach, I'm going to have to time you out. You said you're at work. So during this stream, since you can't call in, I'm timing you out. So unless you can, I'm going to have to time you out. Because you still contributing to the same thing. Now, Terrence Edwards, you got 3 minutes. Unruly forever. You are required to call in. Here you go. Unruly forever. That's fine. They said Tucson Walters. Man, these freaking trolls are coming up. They are coming here. This is hilarious. As a Jamaican, Tucson Walters says, as a Jamaican, I think Mboma is a promising athlete and have a bright future. She appears humble and hardworking. I hope she picks up a good sponsor. I hope so too. Looks like the band people just left. So, like I said, you watching Head and Shoulders ATR. We like to have this here, where we have hard topics to talk about. We don't just sling mud at people. The other day, people were saying Marilady Paulino, the 400 silver medalist, was over here using performance enhancing drugs. They have no freaking proof at all whatsoever, yet they want to talk out of the side of their rear ends, out of their mouth, or anything. And so we don't do that on this channel. So, wait a minute. What's happening? Kara Britton said, the more testosterone, the more oxygen in the blood. That's why Mboma is able to maintain her speed. Kara, I'm not sure if that is completely accurate, but if so, could you drop the link on that one? Because I didn't see that. Now I know that testosterone is a powerhouse hormone. I don't know about more oxygen being produced in the blood and being uptaken or whatever, but because men and women have testosterone, so yeah. Unruly Forever said, why are you kicking people? Oh, because they over here disrupting. If you want to be able to talk about the difference of opinion, you can come in and at this time. All right, that is fair enough that you can't call in. I'm gonna have to just ban you though for this for the duration of this. So I'm gonna put you in timeout for now. So if you can't call in at this point, I'm gonna have to just put you in timeout. That's fine. They said, I don't know. This is funny. Why is it the more I'm kicking somebody, the more people come over here and then complain? All right. You know I'm about to kick you if you don't call in. They said no company or group can say because athletes are not performing. So that's why they are not sponsoring. Such girl is great of that 9th and 4th still being celebrated. Oh, instead of 9th and 4th being celebrated. Jackson Metal Island girl, Ruby said. But anyway, like I said, that's what I'm doing. We talk about some real stuff here. If it's a hard topic to listen to, that's fine. If you think the channel is not holding people's hands good enough, that's fine. You don't have to listen to it and everything like that. I understand we have a lot of new people here that subscribe because they hate it. They like to hate on Richardson. I talk about that sometimes because she trash talks, but that's not what the channel is going to be about. We're going to talk about hard topics and things like that. Now, when it comes to disagreeing in the comment section, I would rather you say it out loud because people throw and sling mud all the time. But just like I have tried to tell people to call in, they don't want to be bold enough to put their voice out there. You calling me names, but you can't put your voice out there. We don't know what you look like, just like you don't know what I look like. So, Unruly said, I'm leaving the channel anyway. You know who else said that? Somebody that still subscribed to me. There were 3 people that said, I'm unsubscribing. And then it shows that they're subscribed. That is hilarious. But Unruly, go ahead. Why do you need attention and to announce it? Go ahead. Just leave. Leave. Let's get back on the topic of track and field, though. That's fine. Unruly, you're perfectly fine. That is fine. Hold on. Now, look, somebody else said, yes, sir. That's fine. Now I know what's going to happen. Y'all going to go to other YouTube channels and be like, Head and Shoulders ATR is banning people. That's fine. I already know how that stuff works. They said she was banned because testosterone assists with endurance, which is useful in longer distances. Now, this is very interesting. And as part of the research that I'm doing on this, that's what I do want to see if that is actually the case, because Kiki Brown said that. And you would think because testosterone, if it allows more oxygen uptake, right? If what Kara said was right. Interesting. So So the people would rather whine and moan in the comment section than to call in. Very interesting. Okay. August White said, "Oh, I was just about to put you on timeout too. Head and Shoulders, you're probably a white Negro, you slut." All right, you called me a slut. What? You called me a slut? Wait a minute. Hey, August, here you go. There you go. Wow, this is crazy. These people, they said, just leave, LMAO. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead. I don't need the person here. I would rather cover the actual content. Do I still got this on the screen? No. You guys are seeing Elaine Thompson. Them island girls running to freedom. All right, August White, you got the link. Come on in. Come on in. That's fine. But until then, we're going to cover Elaine Thompson-Herah. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's get back on the topic at hand. Androgen insensitivity syndrome. Let me do that real quick. Also, there are female athletes that won gold had naturally high male hormones, but later had children, which to me means they are female. People cannot help their biological status from birth. So, August White, are you calling in or what? Because you got 2 minutes or you will be banned. There you go. Call in on Zoom there. I gave you the link. So here it is. Let me cover this very quickly as a quick topic. Hopefully I'm not buffering. But yeah, so here it is. They said male hormone is an unfortunate term. So because it's both male and female. Now, some individuals have partial androgen insensitivity. So this is where it's different levels. This is what I would like to know when it comes to Mboma, Masalingi, Semenya, and everything. I think that we need to see the data on what level that they're talking about. Okay, we got Edwards here. He's coming in. Hold on, let me add you in. Now, don't just start screaming into there. All right, is this Terrence Edwards? You don't need to have your video on because we're not sharing that on the screen, but is this Terrence Edwards here? And are you the same person as August White? Your mic's not going, by the way. We're waiting for you. We got crickets going. Terrence Edwards must be doing some backflips. Ashanti said the trolls are into sadism. Oh, wait a minute. Sadism? Is that sadistic? S&M. There we go. And they like it when you talk down to them. Probably so. That's funny. They said, Kiki Brown, you are correct about the higher testosterone and estrogen levels in black women. Yeah, they were saying that. Terrence Edwards, you can unmute yourself. If not, I'm going to have to just kick you out of here because we can't just let you just sit here now.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. What's going on?
You can hear me. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, man. My problem was...
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Are you also August White?
Not August White.
Oh, so you're...
No.
You are... okay, I got you. So August White is over here still trolling, so now August White has been banned. He asked to call in, and so now he's been banned.
Okay.
Because now he's just straight up just being stupid. All right, go ahead. I just wanted to make sure if that was like a separate YouTube you had or something.
Yeah, man, separate.
Okay.
I think on it, I don't have anything about against that CD, right? But reading up on her testosterone level, it's very high, and she's very wise too, because when she's running, when she gets banned from the 400, she went down to the 2. she leave the last 2 or 20 meters. That's when she started running. If you look back on the races that she ran in 200, she doesn't, the first half of her race, she does nothing. And then after, at 2 or 20 meters left, I've been watching her over, even the Olympics. She was fifth coming down to the 20 meters to go, and then she just run past the rest and finish second. So if she's having that high testosterone level, then it's an advantage to her over the other females, and that's all I'm saying.
So what you're saying, so you are essentially saying that she's basically back in the race, out of contention, but due to the testosterone, she can make a last-minute move in the last 20 to 30 meters to actually be able to get a win or potentially get a medal or however that does. Make a big move. Okay, but what about when Gabby Thomas did that huge move against Prandini in the last 35 meters at the USA Trials? Remember, in my video, I said if she didn't have that once-in-a-lifetime kick type of thing. Now, Mboma does that more consistently. But for Gabby, she was able to do that once. And I said if she was not able to do it, she would have ran a 21.8 something, which is exactly what she did at Tokyo. So we were dead right on that one.
Exactly.
So what do you got to say with that? Are you saying that Gabby Thomas now has high testosterone or something? Because she was able to do that move.
I'm not saying that. I didn't say, when I saw that, all right, when the 400 meter run, she ran the race, remember, you know? She won 48.54, and they're saying that she was 18. I'm saying that sounds a little bit, ridiculous for 18-year-old to be running so fast. Which I didn't say anything. When they talk about her testosterone level, then I realized that something is going on there. So I feel that if she comes down to the 2, they said she can't run anything above 1,500 meters. You can run above 1,500 meters and below 400. But the same thing is happening in the 2 as well. To me, I wouldn't ban her, I'm just saying they're gonna come up with that next.
So wait a minute, are you agreeing or disagreeing with the ban? I'm confused now.
I'm agreeing. I'm just saying I feel that is what is going to happen to her.
Oh.
200 as well, because they ban her from the 4, That's what I'm saying. The same thing is gonna happen to her. So I think she's wise that not running so hard in the entire 200 meters. Let's wait until the last 20 meters, then she comes on, and that is very wise of her. That is what she's doing.
Now, okay, so
she doesn't want to be banning again.
So I'm about to bring something up on the screen for you. It might be a little bit delayed, about 20 seconds, but
yeah.
Here we go. Here's a quick Google search that I did because I was going to bring up the actual other page, but you're going to see it right here. I'm going to zoom in. Have you ever heard of this gentleman right here named Jim Ryan?
Jim Ryan?
Jim Ryan.
Doesn't sound familiar, but
all right. Maybe. So this was the last guy that qualified as a teenager for the Olympics in the United States. Now, Arian Knighton, 17 years old. He was a 17-year-old from Wichita East High School. Now, you were talking about how she's running so quickly, being so young. Now, Jim Ryan, this, because it's men, this is a man. But still, I'm giving you an example of somebody running so fast, so young. So when you see somebody running an extremely fast time, that doesn't imply anything, but they ran fast.
I agree.
Because you could have easily said, well, Jim Ryan, being 17 years old, broke 4 minutes in the mile at 17 years old in the 1960s, no less, which means he was one of the fastest people in the world at that moment. So this isn't like a dime a dozen today. And it's only been, I think, now 5 athletes that have broken, at least in the USA schools, probably dime a dozen Kenyans. Right. But when it comes down to this guy was 17 years old.
I'm not saying she's to be banned, That's not what I'm saying, I'm not saying she's supposed to be banned. I'm just saying that I think the same thing will happen to her.
No, but you said you agree, though. You said you agree. So I'm using your words. You said you agree. That's why I asked you specifically.
I'm not agreeing with her ban. No, and I can't do nothing about that. All I'm saying is she? I believe my belief in the 200 meter. She's holding back, and that is smart.
But that means
That
that
is
you
smart.
are implying that she would be a man or something. That's what you said in the comment section.
I'm not saying that. That's what I said earlier. That's what I said earlier.
I mean,
She's
if
not
you
a
think
fault. That
what,
is what. That is how she was made. She never made herself.
well, if you think that she's a man, then that's fine for you to
I'm
say
not
that.
thinking
Now
that.
I've
always said she's a female.
Okay,
She
so
has a high testosterone level than the rest of the people. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying she's male. I am not saying that.
so okay, so let's just get this. Let's review this one. So just because she's 18 and can run a very quick time, she didn't get banned because of that time. She got banned. Typically, this is what happens. And you know what? I'm going to bring this up in the background since we're here. There are other athletes than just the Africans that have been banned now. There have been Asian athletes, European athletes. What happens is they get tested or whatever. I don't even know how that happens, but it's quote unquote too much testosterone. That's why I always say it. They haven't used the word too much testosterone recently. The last time I heard them use that was 2006 with the Asian Games champion when that athlete was banned and she went back to India and they called her a race, or no, not a race traitor, a gender something traitor or something along those lines, and they were getting ready to kill her. Now, most of these people, as I was about to get into this right here, let me bring it back up on the screen, don't even know they have it. Don't even know that they have androgen insensitivity syndrome. Now, that means, and it's different levels to it. Some people have a micro penis. Some people have none of that. Some people have an underdeveloped uterus and everything like that. Some of them have that fully. We don't know. It's a case-by-case basis on every single individual. Now, the thing is, people have been saying, let me finish this one off. People have been saying that Caster Semenya impregnated her girlfriend. Well, that is factually incorrect. Every person, as far as we know, that has AIS is actually sterile. They can't give birth. They can't impregnate another person. They're sterile.
No.
So whoever keeps saying that, they're just like, oh, this person is this. So I just wanted to bring that in for the viewer pleasure. But what you're saying is here, I think, okay, I'll say it like this, because back before I understood this a little more, I was looking at Caster Semenya and was like, wait a minute. Looks like she's holding back. And I can understand why they had. So what you're saying is, I see what you're talking about, because when I was looking at the 1500 and I'm like, wait a minute, why does this look like if I ran and I didn't want to go super fast, I'm just holding back to the very last moment. Like it looks like a controlled sprint. Like not a full out, your body's rocking, or even a full out where you're trying to come in haul behind to come from, like Semenya went from like 8th place and got 3rd and nipped out Laura Muir. When Laura Muir got beat,
exactly,
that's when the British was like, all right, here we go, we're banning you. That's when everything happened. Because before that, there was no, too much testosterone. And then Caster Semenya actually sued. That's what wound up happening. That's why these two athletes are banned. Because normally these athletes are banned for life. So I can see what you're talking about. That's how I thought at first. But at this point, if that's the case, none of these athletes that have had DSD or anything have broken world records yet.
Right.
So does that give them an advantage? I don't think so, because none of them have broken world records. Now, to be fair, some of them have been banned before they got a chance.
I'm not the person who's banning them. I'm going to talk, but as far as I'm concerned, I open pray that she does not get banned any further.
Well, I guess we will see. Time will tell. I did make a comment on that on my video that it did look like that could be the case where if she runs too fast, they're gonna try to do something about it.
I believe that.
Because Sebastian Coe was asked a question.
What was the reason for her banning the 400? What was the reason they said?
Oh, they said that that she was one of the athletes with DSD. So, and
exactly.
So
Exactly. So put yourself in her position. If I'm banned from running the 400, then
all
am I
right,
not
Steve.
going to go
Thanks.
down to the 200
Peace out.
and go all out?
Oh, say that again.
No, I'm saying, based on put yourself in her position. I was banned from running the 400. Now, when I go down to the 200, am I going to run all out? I am not
I
going to
would.
run all out. I wouldn't.
I would. I'll make it a whole big
I'm
stink.
going to hold back.
I would do the same
Exactly.
thing that I would do the same thing about I forget the guy's name from South Africa that had blades as legs. He tried the best he could to compete, and they said he had a quote unquote unfair advantage. This stuff happens all the time.
Yeah.
Sport is about politics, and it's about winning. There is no such thing as, oh, let's have a good fun time or whatever. Like me personally, that's my mindset. I know people in the comment section may disagree on that, but I don't do the participation trophy thing. You either won or you didn't. You either won and got second or something like that, and you can get solace on your performance on this was the best I could do, and all I got was 4th place. Okay, that's fine, but there's no, oh, we're celebrating because you got this. Yeah, I'm a celebrate you because that's the best you did. But I'm not doing the pat on the back thing because a person is there. But when it comes down to it, I don't think I would hold back. I don't think they are holding back. Because if that's the case, because even today, I saw it and I'm like, man, this is the best bend I have seen in Mboma run. And didn't have that last minute finish. So unless it's like, well, now I know how to time my stuff. Based on your logic, it would be more like, now I know how to time and make it look more natural because I've run enough 200s in the race to make it look more natural.
Maybe she have persons in our corner tutoring her.
Oh, Pistorius.
Or they don't want her to be banned either.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's a good idea.
Well, I don't agree with you that they're holding back. I think it can appear that way. Here comes this spammer dude again. Let me get him out.
I could be wrong. I'm just saying, I could be wrong.
All right. Did I let me ask you, did I ban you out of here? Cuz I got to go. Did I ban you from the chat?
I don't know.
What's your name again?
You said in 3 minutes I called before that.
Oh, let me see. What was your name again?
Terrence Edwards.
That's what I thought. Oh, no, you're not banned. It's just I had timed you out for a second. That's what winded up happening.
Yeah, you told me about 3 minutes before I called, and then I didn't know how to call, and then I see a link come up, and I click on it, and then I say Zoom, and then I started to go through.
Okay, there we go.
That's how because I didn't know how to call.
Okay, gotcha. But yeah, that's there you go. That was it. So I just want to make sure if we got a disagreement, I'd rather have people call in. And look, to the people that are listening here, and let me ask you, did I go in on you? Did I treat you disrespectfully or anything?
No, not at all.
See, I think the people that are here that are just trolling in the comment section, when I told them to call in with their disagreement, I'm going to let you talk. We're going to have an adult conversation. Now, if it starts going off the rail with you, I'm going to let you, I'll probably play some entertaining music if you went on a monologue or something, and then it's entertainment value, but I'm not going to be unreasonable now. I'm not going to be unreasonable.
When you responded to my text, I get the impression that you're thinking I wanted her to be banned, and that's not my take on it.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, so it's hard to tell. That's why I tell people to call in. If they have a disagreement or something like that, you call in. That way, when you get to talk it out, it's like, oh, that's what he's talking about, or that's what she's talking about. Mm-hmm. Then we all get to hear it. Because through a text, we all got, maybe it was the way you wrote it, maybe it was the way I read it, maybe however it was, but that's how that was. Now, like I said, I disagree with you. I don't think that she's holding back at all whatsoever. And if you combine that with the people that are saying that she's a man, that gets really easily like, yo, she's holding back because she's a man. Right.
No. And they're talking about breasts. Not for the females, them don't have no. Most of the females don't have no breasts really. Sha'Carri doesn't have any. Elaine, none of them. Most of them don't have any.
Yeah, if they do, they ain't running fast. We don't see them.
Because they are lifting weights, so
Yeah.
that will come down to chest more than breast.
Yeah, so and it's not like it's a whole bunch of athletes with big booties, big breasts, or anything like
No,
that in track and field. It
no,
just doesn't happen. Now you see it in the shot putters.
no.
Now you see that there because they can get away with that, but you don't see
Yes,
that with everybody else. Everybody else is pretty much kind of flat or
yes.
smaller. So I
And
mean,
she doesn't look like a man to me. She doesn't looking at her. You can see that she's a female.
yeah. So I like I said.
Compared,
The way I look at it is this. People will say you look like whatever just to demean you. Men and women look very similar to each other. That's probably why we're attracted.
yes,
You
they
put
do.
a if you put enough makeup on some guys, then they'll look like a woman. If you cut some of the hair off of women, if you cut the hair off of some women, they will look like a dude. I mean, people have done it
Yes,
before
yes.
all of the modern stuff that's going on now and the confusion. But yeah.
That's true. I agree.
But yeah, I'll give you the last words.
Yeah, man. But I like your channel, and I will continue to listen.
Yeah, no problem. I think I'm gonna try to do the call-in broadcast a little bit more often. But like I said, I think it's because I had needed a bigger channel because I tried to do it before and it just wasn't working
Okay.
out. But now that we got 2.5K more people, it's gonna be, I think, working out more smoothly. So I appreciate you calling in and definitely do call in again.
Yeah, man. I will.
All right, peace. All right, let's see. Let me try to catch up to these, and then we're probably gonna head out. Yeah, I think he is in prison. Oscar Pistorius. Let me see. They Tucson Walter said, "Can you say what demographic of females are they determining the margin of DSD from?" Yeah, you know what? That's a very interesting. This is what I'm doing this research on, right? I wonder because if what you guys are saying is true. Now, I did hear that before, but I don't know about this factually. But if what you guys are saying is true about black women or African descended with brown skin, everybody's descended from Africa, but with the brown skin, so-called black. I think that's a misnomer term. That's why I call it so-called black. But yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. If these women have more testosterone and estrogen than other ones, then it will be elevated regardless. It will be more likely, quote unquote, elevated. So we got to find out what are they testing at. That is a good question. They said Team Triple Star. That's amazing, ain't it? Jamaica to the world. Team Triple Star. These Jamaican ladies are built different. They said, Head and Shoulders. Does this mean you can pull it off in a sundress? Oh no, I'm good. Asati, nah, I'm good. I ain't pulling off nothing on that. Just like I told the last person, I'm not about to simp for what was it? Chep Koech in Kenya. They was like, oh yeah, I think she's married. Because I was like, oh yeah, she's very attractive or whatever. I'm like, no, I will have multiple women, and I do, but I'm not gonna do it the other way around with the woman with multiple guys. No, that's some other stuff. And they all know this ain't no, oh yeah, he's a snake, he's cheating. No, they will know if I so called do it, I will have multiple wives. That's just how I go. That's how I roll. Some people don't like that, and most people that I've run into do. So it is what it is. But I ain't doing no sundress. You can wear a sundress now. But they said Malachi's adventure calling is great interaction. Sonya said, love your channel. Very informative. Great analysis. That said, Tucson said, nah, you just asking people to be respectful in chats. But if they need to voice, they can call in, which is fair. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, if you want to have a disagreement here, you could call in. But let me finish this up. We got about half the people we had a little bit earlier. Some people panicked because they couldn't troll in the chat. It was a lot of trolls starting to pop up in the chat earlier. and they were, I guess, announcing them unsubscribing, or maybe they weren't subscribed. Some people like to do it for attention. But let me just cover this very quickly. This is a preview of the topic that we're going to have here. So this is very important because this is what I found out and what made me do my research. Because I knew a couple of individuals like this when I was in 7th grade. Matter of fact, there was a woman older than me. And then she told me, she was like, hey, I have a secret or something. I think I was in 7th, and then she was in high school. Now, that should probably be a red flag. They dealing with there, but it was nothing like that. It was more like, hey, you need help with math or something. I don't know if they was trying to groom me for something, but who knows? She winded up moving. But then told me, it was like, hey, this is what happened with me. I went to the doctor. They told me this. And then from there, I had already been aware of people with androgen insensitivity syndrome. So here's the thing also that caught me with Caster Semenya. They said legal female. Legal female. That's also similar to what someone that is trans would say. Get the heck out of here, Telegram. You distracted me. Now, here it is. They said an individual with complete AIS, karyotype 46XY. I'll explain it on another video. That's too long to do here. Testes develop during gestation. The fetal testes produce this, MIH, and testosterone. As in typical male fetuses, the MIH causes the fetal Mullerian ducts to regress. So the fetus lacks uterus, fallopian tubes, and cervix plus upper part of vagina. However, because cells fail to respond to testosterone, the genitals differentiate in the female rather than the male pattern. And it talks about the Wolffian structures and things like that. So basically, what differentiate means, it develops as the genitals develop as a female. So technically, it by genitals, not the person, but the genitals developed where there were no uterus, no fallopian tubes or anything. But because they don't respond to testosterone, that's what this is. So that means they would have normally developed as a male, but due to them not responding as that, the estrogen takes over, like as if you were a woman already. So that means the programming in your DNA, because we all got instructions. That's what this preliminary information is, because I'm seeing conflicting data. That's why I said this is just a preview of what we're going to go into. And then I'm going to let you all decide at the end of the day what's going on. If the person would have developed as a male because of their DNA's programming, but because their body had an error, a mutation, and this is something that can be inherited, and it is inherited from the woman. And the reason being is because the people are sterile. You can't pass it on if you're a man and you're sterile. But you could be a non-sterile female, and it's a 50-50 chance that you are going to have a child like this or a carrier. That's literally what it is. It gets to a 50-50 chance. That is extremely high, actually. That means you got 2 children. One of them's going to be an AIS or DSD, as it's called in the sport. And the other one is going to be a carrier, which is, or potentially not a carrier, just no carrier at all. But they said newborn infants has genitals of normal female appearance, undescended or partially descended testes, and usually a short vagina with no cervix. Now, I know y'all like, wait a minute, this is a sports channel. Why are we talking about this stuff? Look, if you just joined us, because we got about 20 people that just came in, we are talking about where people are saying, oh, these athletes with DSD are men. That could be the case, or maybe it's not. Because there is data out here on it. And I don't know why World Athletics is dragging their feet about what they're going to do. And then they're saying, hey, this is going to open the door to trans athletes. And I'm like, well, other sports don't have the DSD athletes coming and joining them. So no, that will happen regardless. Don't blame somebody for what they were born with naturally based on somebody else's opinion about what they would want to do. Because there is a difference. Somebody that's trans feels that they should have been a different gender, whereas somebody that is DSD or AIS they were born this way. They didn't feel a certain way at all, and they have no control over. That's the difference. So yeah, this is the last thing that I'm going to do on this preview. Where was that spot? Oh, here it is. At puberty, testes are stimulated by the pituitary gland and produce testosterone. Okay, here we go. This is the biggest part. Because testosterone is chemically very similar to estrogen. All right, there is no such thing as male testosterone. That's why when I ask people, explain it, they're like, oh, well, they have no response. They literally just don't even respond. Some of the testosterone converts back to estrogen, aka aromatizes in the bloodstream. This estrogen produces breast growth. So someone saying that Mboma has no breasts means what? There are other athletes that have no breasts. So that means an AIS individual will have breast growth. But clearly, just because Mboma lacks that doesn't mean a man. All right, though it may be late. Okay, so that means somebody with that may actually develop breasts later in life rather than early, and they don't menstruate and are not fertile. All right, and they typically do not have pubic or underarm hair. So it depends. So it's different levels of this. So I'm going to do this in a full video later on, but for now, I just wanted to cover that. So these are things to look out for when it comes to someone with androgen insensitivity syndrome, or DSD, within world athletics. The thing is here is that somebody that has that, right? Let me make sure. Typically, if you search the term XXY, that's also somebody that could be called a androgen insensitivity syndrome. This is why I want them to release the data about the athletes here, because that would be Klinefelter syndrome. That means they have 47 chromosomes, not 46. So it's an XXY. And they call it as that person is a male that has an additional copy of the X chromosome, because they automatically will label you as male if you have a Y chromosome. But there is a such thing as too many Y chromosomes. That is what IAAF put out before, if I'm not mistaken, or the IOC. One of them said, quote unquote, too many Y chromosomes when they banned that the Asian Games champion in the women's 800. So that's why Roscoe said a lot of male athletes would be hurt if they found out their estrogen levels were above average. Sir said, yeah, you know what? They said, why? Let me read these comments now, and then we're probably going to head out. Roscoe said, why DSD rules apply to African women and does not apply to men? Roscoe, as I said before, is not necessarily against African women at all. But yes and no. Yes and no. There have been athletes. Let me bring this up here. Let me do this search really quick. So there have been athletes in the past. Androgen insensitivity syndrome athletics. So there have been Europeans. There have been Asians. Right, that have competed and they've been banned. Right, we must not forget that these are not just these athletes. Santi Soundarajan from India was also an athlete that was banned. All right, I'm going to bring this up right here. Okay, let me bring this up on the screen. I know this, we started on one topic and we on this one. So look, I want you guys to see this. Here's an athlete. She's the winner of the Asian Games in 2006. So Santi Sandra and the misogyny of sex verification tests in sports. Misogyny, okay. Feminism in India, okay. I'm not with that third wave feminism stuff. So they can just end that. Okay. But here, it says the sad story of India's Santi, gosh darn it, Sound. I'm going to call her Sound. Santi. Okay. Man, one of my best friend from India, he's going to be like, man, he's going to get on my tail. I'm really good. I'm actually better with pronouncing the names, but I don't know. I got to be in the mode. But yeah, look, here's another athlete right here. Now, if we just go back one tab, you could just type in this. Type this in, press enter. You got the pictures, you got the articles. Here's other athletes right here. They're not just African. I want y'all to get away from that for a second. But there could be something that are targeting Africans and black people. Now, that could be the case. But the athletes that are banned in question are not just African. They're not just so-called black. I say so-called black because I don't necessarily even like that term. We're brown. But, okay? I want you to remember that. Now, the speculation that I have here is that, okay, do you notice the events that got banned still have a rotation of other nations? I'll put it this way. Other nations that can still win, right? When you go to the 100, who typically wins? Well, Jamaicans, the USA, Jamaica, the USA, Jamaica, the USA. You can't even get a Nigerian. Now, get away from color for a second. Like, do you get that? When you go to the women's 200, the men, actually, the men and women. But I don't think you could do it on the men's side. If you go to the women's, who wins the 200 typically? Yeah, you get somebody from the Bahamas here and there. Maybe, I think, right? You get somebody else. Now, you got Daphne Skippers. She winded up getting something. But typically, you get USA, Jamaica. It's like the same old script. You get to the 400. Well, you get a rotation of people. Sometimes it's an American, sometimes a Bahamian, sometimes somebody from Great Britain. Remember Christina Horrigu, I think, winded up winning when Sonia Richards-Ross died out or something because of her condition that she had. Now, go to the, let me bring this up. I'm bringing up every event at a time. Now, go over to the women's 800. Who typically wins that one? Well, you get Kenya, basically. Kenya. The women's 800 is almost wrapped up for one nation. Now, what I found out in world athletics from reading around, their goal is to get more participation with all the nations. So they're trying as best they can to highlight athletes from other nations to have a fighting chance of actually winning and getting medals. That's why the U20 and U18 championships exist. They want other people. So the events that they got banned in, Europe isn't competitive in, much less is Asia. They're not competitive. It's usually just one subset of nations that control that event completely. Now, when you move to the 5K, or you move above, the 1500 also, you got a rotation. Oh, I'm sorry. Not the 800 isn't all Kenyan. I'm sorry, that's the men. The 800 is actually the USA, Kenya, somebody from Italy could win, somebody from Britain could get a medal or win. That's what they're trying to do. Oh, let me get a super chat. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit late. And Saduda, I got your Cash App a little late. You were asking why you were timed out. I didn't see it at the time. So maybe one of my mods timed you out. I didn't time you out, but Lonzo Thompson said, love the content, brother. Definitely keep up the good work. Thank you. I thank you for the $10 super chat. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to work hard. So hard my neck is hurt. And my back is hurting from sitting down. So yeah, the 1500. Let me continue on this one. 1500. You have a rotation of sports or different nations winning. When you get to the 5K and up, there's basically one or two nations that control it. Just like when you go to the 200 and down, there's one or two nations that can control it. That's what I think is the real reason that this ban is implemented, not because of quote unquote performance. Because if you got an enhancement from testosterone, don't you got a quote unquote unfair advantage in the 100? Because testosterone helps male sprinters. Why you think freaking some of the let me not throw them under the bus here. He got the, the testosterone cream on him. Like, you need that to sprint. So it doesn't even make any logical sense. Now, all they need people to do is not question him. And then they just going to be like, well, we're going to allow them to get the medals taken away from them. That's not our business anymore. Now we are doing our job. Because remember, World Athletics' job is to get as many different nations having a chance to, get into the spot of the medals. Jamaica be winning the 100 too much. Just straight out. Jamaica be winning too much. In their eyes, from my perspective. I don't know this to be true, right? This is my speculation. But it's like, oh, Jamaica, USA. If it's not Jamaica, it's the USA. And then they finally got Dina ahser-smith in there, right? So that's where I think this is coming from. 5K and up, you got Kenya, Ethiopia. 200 and down, you got USA and Jamaica. Tell me any other nations that have a chance of even getting a medal sometimes. Sure, Trinidad and Tobago might get it, but you don't get anybody else from that same area. And it doesn't help that now Uganda is getting the 800 medals and everything, right? So that's why they're banning them, from my perspective, from the 400 all the way up to the 15. And maybe the 3K, actually, because the 3K steeplechase. Because now you got the USA is able to win in that and medal. And then some Europeans, like from Germany, Klofferhausen, able to do that. Or maybe she's in the 5K. I forgot. She's either in the 3 or the 5K. I'm starting to get her mixed up. I know she runs the 1500 too. But that's where my take is on this. And I'm going to do a full-out video on it. They said, Zion Hill said, yep, nothing but black women dominate the 1 and the 2. The others dominate long distances. That's why they don't want them there. It could be a, race thing, but I think it's more, to be honest, I think it's more on the nations, not the race. Let's take it back for a second. Let's give them benefit of the doubt. Because remember, the athletics committee is made up of more than just non-black people, okay? Or non-Africans. Now, it has mainly non-Africans in the point of control of power, but it's not just those. So the nations that are here that are going to win in the 200 will be Jamaica and the USA. Now, Prandini is still representing the USA, but if she wins a medal or she does well, that's still, at the end of the day, when everybody's forgotten what people look like years and years in the future, it's going to be USA. It's going to be USA. Now, when Skippers was doing well, she's representing Europe. That's all it is. Just like Dina ahser-smith, she's representing Great Britain and Europe. So she's able to be like, yo, we finally got somebody. That's why when y'all say, oh, they're pumping her up, y'all got to understand their perspective. I've listened to so much of their stuff, especially in cross country. Now, cross country, these announcers, if you talk about racism or something like that, we're talking about biases. You hear it in the 1980s, and the British announcers were cross country. Now, not to, some of those same announcers are announcing now, not to come at them. But it's not racism in the way of, oh yeah, I'm just outwardly here. But it was more like, hey, if you're used to talking a certain way, and then you come out there, somebody will take it as you're being racist or you're being sexist or all of this stuff, So I don't even take it as, oh, they're being or racist. It's more like, okay, you will mention the athlete's name from the USA, and then you will say the Africans. Here's Jim Ryan, and then there's the Africans. Don't they have a name? Oh, I forgot. It may be hard to pronounce, and I'll try to slaughter the names, but at least I'm trying to do that. They did that for a while, and they still do it. Now they do the Europeans, and sometimes they mention the name, and they'll do the Africans, and then they'll sometimes mention the name. But from their perspective, they were dominating, especially Great Britain. They dominated cross country. And then they opened it up to other sports. They won out of the 88 competitions in cross country so far, I think. They've won almost 50% of them. And then now they can't even hope to medal in them. After the 80s got opened up to the rest of the world and competitive, and especially the African nations, goodbye, Great Britain, right? Goodbye, Britain. Goodbye, European nations winning the team title for cross country. It's just not going to happen, right? So now when you listen to them, listen to that perspective. A lot of you guys don't watch the distance races. But when they finally get somebody from Europe, they literally say, see, I told you, you can go out there and be, Dang, I wish I could do their voices right now. See, I told you can go out there and be a British athlete if you work hard, you get off the couch, and you actually put in the work. You can overcome the so-called advantages that athletes from other nations have. That's literally what was said. Something along those lines. So that's what they're talking about. So that's what it is. Zion Hill said, well, it ain't black people fault we gifted. Hey, it is whatever. It's more gender in nations. Okay, are there Caucasians that have been banned, or is this only predominant with darker athletes exempting nationality, just pure classification of ethnic group? Tucson Walter said, oh, yeah. Let me bring that up real quick, and this will be the last thing. And I thank everybody that's been here for this long. This will be the last thing here. Where are we at? So, now, if I go on here, there have been several Europeans. That's what I'm talking about here. And I'm not talking about, when I'm using European in this term, I am literally meaning Caucasian. Or someone that has light skin, right? Let me see. Let me type this in. This might be, it used to be easier to find, but now because Semenya has taken up the search results, here we go. Annette, Nagesa. No, those are actually, that doesn't even sound like a, dang it. I can't find this one up. It's going to take me too long, I think, here. Why are they bringing up Femke Bol? The heck? That's weird. Let me see. Banned. Tucson said, I disagree with that somewhat. What are you disagreeing with now? Let me ask you here. What are you disagreeing with? DSD rules. Here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Now, that athlete here has... I'll let you guys hear. Here we go. So, here's an example here of this. DSD regulations call out athletes as biologically male. Okay. Now, this is what I was talking about. Now, you can see this. This was as of November 2019. Eligibility regulations for the female classification. Athletes with differences of sex development. Okay? So, this is why when they refer to Caster Semenya, they say legal woman. Legal woman in the court documents. They said, we understand that Semenya is a legal woman, but, and then they go on to do that. I remember reading it like almost those exact words right there. Now, you have other athletes with that. And the reason being is because Caster Semenya went through court cases and everything. So that's where we got into these issues today. But like I said, this is a whole different topic. We're going to probably have a live stream with that one when I have all of the resources there. Right? And as it says right here, it says this. The DSD regulations only apply to 46XY karyotype. A 46XY karyotype reveals that one is dealing with a genetic male who is under masculinized during fetal development. All right, States Science Direct. That is a quote that I'm reading there. Again, this is the quote. A 46XY karyotype reveals that one is dealing with a genetic male who was under masculinized during fetal development. End quote. States Science Direct. All right. So this is going to be a very sensitive topic to some people, but we're going to talk about it here. Kara said, I predict Mboma and Masalingi will be moved to some other event. Who's betting? Really, what event might that be? I mean, what can they go to? Once they move them to another event, what, the hurdles? If they keep moving the athletes around, what they're going to do is open their doors up to get sued. So what they need to do is, oh, and by the way, to Tucson, they actually do have other athletes. The ones that got the biggest names now are the African athletes right now, and the brown skin African athletes. And then we have, obviously, the Indian athlete here, right? Santi. So this is going to be very interesting with these athletes. I can't find it this quickly. So when I have all of my resources, you're going to see it. Now, you saw this more in the 1980s and 90s with Europe. Now, when they say, oh, this athlete looks like a man, I think the 400 world record holder and the 800 world record holder. Well, a lot of those athletes look very similar to them, and they got banned. So they actually had this technology to, I guess, find out if you are a man or a woman before or something like that. So this isn't just a recent development. Now, like I said, it's probably going to be on par if you guys are correct about there being more black women having more estrogen and testosterone. There's going to be more black people to have this than anybody else. So it's going to be a number, and it's going to seem like targeting in some of those ways. I don't assume that everything is targeting. I don't. So I like to do evidence-based things and try to rule things out. If I can't find it, then yeah. But anyway, everybody smash that like button like Ferdinand said. I thank you all for coming out today. I appreciate everybody that has contributed to Cash Out, PayPal, and through cryptocurrencies and in the super chat. I really do appreciate that because I'll be sitting here for hours. I do appreciate that because I got my butt kicked in trading today, so I could use some of that today. But I do appreciate you guys. Smash that like button on the way out. They said, wait a minute, America against Jamaica. Sharon, what? You late? What are you talking about? Only seeing the logo. Wait a minute, seeing what logo? Only seeing the logo. Share the screen. Wait a minute. I'm not on the right. Wait. Are you guys must be really far back because I had already been on this one. Let me go over here, right here. But I'm going to do this as a separate topic. So if you can't see it now, then what I am sharing the screen. But yeah. So like I said, I wanted to end it off on this page.